Favorite mops for cleaning homes. What's the answer? Well, we're going to talk about that today. Hooray! I'm so excited. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by Savvy Cleaner Training, where we just released a brand new course on getting started in the cleaning business. And so if you're starting a cleaning business and you're unsure of what to do next, check it out at savvycleaner.com. It's all about, do you set up your business with a particular business name, and what name should you choose, and what are the ramifications for search engine optimization on the name that you choose? Should you trademark your logo? Should you be an LLC or a sole proprietor? We cover all that stuff. And one of the topics we cover is, do you need insurance and bonding? I know, super exciting. Check it out over at savvycleaner.com. All right, on to today's show. We have a house cleaner that called in and asked this question.
Hi, Angela. My name is Danielle, and I was wondering if you could share with us some of your favorite mops for cleaning homes.
Favorite mops for cleaning homes. All right, this is a trick question because it's going to come down to the type of flooring that you have. It's going to come down to the user experience and the mop that you prefer. There are lots of different types of mops on the market. There are lots of different types of homeowners, and all of the different homeowners and house cleaners, people that mop floors, are different sizes. And so somebody might like a really small mop that's really easy to maneuver, when somebody that's twice as tall needs a bigger mop with a more durable handle. There are mops on the market now. They're flat head mops that have a screw-in handle. And we have people that even have those telescoping wands because they are so tall that they can screw in on a regular mop head plate, and it's more convenient for them than a little tiny mop where they would be way down here trying to hold and manage the mop head, right? So there's no right mop. There really isn't. There are lots of different choices on the market. When you're looking for a mop, there are a couple things that I would recommend. And what I would recommend are the wash heads washable, right? The part that touches the floor, is that washable? Now, back in the early days, when I started my house cleaning business, we had string mops. And these are the mops that you dip in a mop bucket, in the same mop bucket that you just mopped the floor with, right? Then you wring out the mop, and you either had one of those step plates where it would like smash the strings of the mop. Later, they had those twist mops where you twist it and it would wring all the dirty water back into the clean mop bucket water that you had. I know, that's how we used to do it. And then we would mop the floors, and the floors would look shiny because they were wet, and then they would dry, but we were kind of just like smearing the dirty water all back over the same floor. I know, not a great idea. But when we went to clean those mop heads, it became a challenge because they weren't washable. They did not come off the mop itself. So we would end up soaking our mops in buckets of Clorox every night to try to sanitize and clean the mops. Well, thank goodness that manufacturers came to their senses, and they're like, hey, house cleaners want to sanitize their mop heads after every floor, right? They don't want to use the same mop on different houses, and they don't want to use the same mop in the kitchen that they're using in the bathroom. So we need replaceable or washable mop heads. So this is one of the latest, greatest inventions in the last couple of decades, right? So one of the things that they've done now is they have these, like the flathead mop, it has these little pads that just peel off and they go inside the washing machine. And they're typically made of microfiber or something like that. There's usually a polyester blend that is great for the floors. So what kind of flooring are you using? If it's a wooden floor, you can use a damp microfiber cloth. That's pretty much all you need. But if you're using something like ceramic tile and you're going to mop that, you may want to go with a steamer that has steam that's going to clean the grout and the tile and all the stuff that got stuck on the tile, that for bathrooms, for example. Because in bathrooms, we have a little bit different kind of germs than we do in a kitchen. Kitchen, we have lots of food germs. But in the bathroom, we have the areas around the toilet where there could be overspray from flushing the toilet. People could have peed and they missed the toilet area, so there's other stuff there. It's possible somebody threw up and there's like remnants of that. It's just a little bit different cleaning than we're going to do in your kitchen, for example. And so the mops need to be washable. We don't want to mop there, what we mopped in here, or take the germs from here into there, if that makes sense. So the washable heads are key. Now, there are a lot of mops, like the spin mops, for example, where you put the mop inside, and because of just the pressure of you putting it inside the little mop spin bucket, it spins the water back into the mop bucket so that it wrings it out for you. The challenge with those are typically the buckets. And so when you pick up the bucket, because it's designed to have this spin section on one side of the bucket, it's top heavy on one side of the bucket. And if you have water in it and you pick up the mop bucket, it dumps over and you spill all the water onto your floor. So it's a great concept, but you have to manage it differently, right? So if you're going to hold the bucket, you kind of have to hold it with both hands, one with the handle, one with the hand. Then you have to come back separately and get your mop. So to carry them, to move them around, it's a little bit different than if you just have the bucket in one spot and you're not moving it around. So the weight and the balance of the bucket is super important if you're going to use like a spin mop or a mop system bucket. The mop pads the flat mop pads that go on the mops themselves are awesome because you can pre-wet those. You can roll those up and put those in a Ziploc bag. When you get to the job, you just simply unroll them, put them on the mop, you mop them. When you're done, they go back in the bag. Then you have new ones for the bathroom, you have new ones for the kitchen, you have new ones for the next house that you go to. So it's really going to come down to user experience, and the user being the homeowner or the professional house cleaner, depending on the systems that you choose, the systems that you set up, and the types of flooring that you're cleaning. All right, so that is just a little bit something to think about when you're choosing a mop. All right, I hope that helps. If it does, please pass this on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.